Interesting facts about female attraction: women often speak in higher pitched tones when speaking with a person they find to be attractive. This is not just a coincidence, it's an unconscious biological signal rooted in evolutionary psychology. A higher pitched voice is often perceived as more feminine, youthful, and nurturing. And this soft tone of voice serves as a subtle cue of interest and even vulnerability, which can trigger a protective and attentive response from the listener, especially when the speaker is a woman feeling connected or attracted. Women have good memory power and they can remember everything with the minute details. Their memory is often tied to emotional triggers and relational cues, which means they are not only able to recall events but also the emotional tone of those moments. This is why a woman can often remember what you said to her months ago, how you said it, what your facial expression was, and how it made her feel. Women tend to remember more of those who ignore them than those who constantly talk to them, because being ignored triggers a psychological dissonance. It creates a sense of mystery or unresolved emotional tension, which lingers in the subconscious mind as something that needs to be understood or decoded. This kind of unpredictability often heightens curiosity and emotional arousal, which results in a deeper memory imprint. Studies show that women often find a person's wealth more important than their physical appearances. This doesn't necessarily mean superficial interest in money, but rather a subconscious desire for security and stability, which is rooted in survival instincts. Across centuries, a man's ability to provide has been associated with his ability to protect, nurture, and support not only her, but potentially her offspring, which makes this preference a biologically wired trait. It is scientifically proven that a woman will find a man sexier if he wears a pair of sunglasses. This is because sunglasses make your face appear more symmetrical, and symmetry is often equated with genetic health and beauty. In addition, sunglasses add an element of mystery. They partially conceal the eyes, which are the windows to emotional vulnerability. This inaccessibility can often spark intrigue and make a man appear emotionally reserved, which some women find attractive. Hugging a woman for 20 seconds improves her happiness and self-confidence because extended physical touch boosts oxytocin levels, also known as the bonding hormone. It reduces cortisol, the stress hormone, and fosters feelings of emotional security. This form of connection can make her feel deeply valued and emotionally grounded. Studies have shown that women perceive bearded men as more attractive, more responsible, and potentially better parents because beards are often associated with maturity, masculinity, and strength, traits that suggest a man is capable of taking care of his partner and family. According to research, women tend to have more nightmares and emotionally based dreams than men because their brains process emotions more deeply even while asleep. This might also explain their heightened emotional intelligence and empathy during waking hours. They are most concerned about the height of a man when looking for potential dates, and according to research, women are more likely to reject a man if he is even an inch under the average height. This isn't about vanity, but about perceived dominance and protection. Women are often more attracted to a person that will be able to provide for them and their offspring because, from a biological standpoint, a stable and resourceful partner ensures the survival and well-being of future generations. Women like forehead kisses above everything because it signifies emotional depth, protection, and deep respect. It is one of the most nurturing and tender gestures, which makes them feel valued and safe. Women are proven to have a stronger sense of smell, which becomes even stronger during ovulation, and this makes them more attuned to pheromones and natural body chemistry. Their sense of smell helps them subconsciously assess compatibility and even detect illness or hormonal changes in their partner. Studies show that attractive women often have a difficult time obtaining jobs associated with masculine qualities, such as hard labor, and research shows that less attractive women and women with masculine features are preferred for those positions instead, due to societal biases and stereotypes about physical appearance versus professional capability. If a woman teases you and gives you nicknames, she is usually attracted to you and sees you as more than a friend. This playful behavior It's her way of showing affection while testing emotional intimacy and comfort. One breast is always larger than the other. And no woman has naturally equal-sized breasts. This is completely normal and has no impact on her beauty or health. Women perceive men who smile less often to be more attractive than men who smile more often because a serious demeanor is often associated with strength, self-control, and mystery. And while women appreciate warmth, they are often more intrigued by someone who reveals less than someone who constantly expresses himself. Women judge so quickly, and their judgment rarely goes wrong because their instincts are finely tuned and influenced by a mix of emotional awareness, social learning, and intuitive reasoning. They can read subtle cues like body language, tone of voice, and microexpressions faster than most realize. Women most often prefer older-looking men over younger men because women view older men as being more responsible and more capable of providing care for them and their potential offspring. Their maturity and life experience are often seen as attractive traits that signal emotional stability and reliability. Women crave for intimacy and physical affection more than men do, especially when they feel emotionally connected and safe. Their desire is deeply rooted in emotional depth, rather than surface-level excitement. Women can understand and read emotions better than men, but sometimes they are emotionally vulnerable, and this means they can absorb and internalize emotional energy from others quite easily, which can either strengthen the bond or make them feel drained, depending on the emotional tone. Studies show that women are often attracted to more masculine-looking men during ovulation. However, at other times of the month, they may find less masculine men to be more attractive because their preferences shift based on hormonal cycles. It's a natural response that allows women to evaluate different traits across time. Women communicate more with nonverbal gestures than verbally. They use body language, facial expressions, touch, and tone of voice to convey what they truly feel, and this makes them incredibly expressive even when they are not speaking. Women associate everything they see to be more beautiful with perfection, hence they like anything which is soft, beautiful, and attractive. This appreciation for aesthetics influences their choices in lifestyle, fashion, home decor, and even the people they surround themselves with. A woman will never like you over praising another woman, even your own mother, because it touches a core need for emotional significance, exclusivity, and affirmation in romantic dynamics. Women have twice as many pain receptors on their bodies than men, but they have a much higher pain threshold, which means they can endure more, but also feel more deeply. A smile on her face is proportional to the amount of quality time you spend with her because emotional presence and shared experiences matter to her more than expensive gifts or surface conversations. A woman can easily smell danger, and you can count on her instincts in dealing with strangers. Her intuitive radar picks up inconsistencies and red flags faster than logic sometimes ever can. Women generally prefer men with deep, husky voices because they seem more confident and not aggressive. The tone suggests maturity, calmness, and emotional composure, which are qualities that create a sense of security. Women who sleep naked are more content in their relationship than those who cover up, as it enhances body confidence, skin-to-skin contact, and emotional closeness. With their partner, women find a mixture of cucumbers and licorice to be an attractive scent on males, because certain scent combinations trigger emotional and physical responses in the brain related to comfort, nostalgia, and chemistry. The average woman has about 450 periods in her lifetime, and each cycle brings emotional shifts, physical discomfort, and hormonal changes that influence her mood, energy, and desire. Women are socially conscious and dress as per occasion, and it'll be nice if you match your clothing according to the event, as it shows awareness and shared social understanding. Research has shown that mothers tend to devote more attention and give disproportionate affection to their most attractive child because beauty is unconsciously linked to health and survival, which triggers nurturing instincts. Stress can make women Less fertile because cortisol disrupts hormone balance and reproductive functions, which is why emotional safety is so vital in long-term relationships. Surprise gifts. Flowers, holidays are always welcome. It may be a cliched point, but it does wonders to make her feel special, seen, and valued. If she is silent and gone cold, you may have hurt her badly, and she may even be looking at other options. Because emotional withdrawal is often a self-protective mechanism. When trust or connection has been breached, women use both sides of their brain more often than men do, which allows them to multitask expressed emotions and process language with greater depth and coordination. Well-behaved women seldom make history because those who challenge norms, speak their truth, and assert their worth are often the ones who leave a mark and rewrite the story. There you have it. Which of these facts do you resonate with? Share with us in the comments below. Please like this video and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.